A knee at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Oh, what a juke into space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Jones. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still 9 remaining on second down. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar, 28 yards. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Check 59, Mike.
From the 17, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Play action. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Jones throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, 30 yards. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Wentz again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll toss to Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the route is on here in this first half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. On play action, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, check, 59.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Stevenson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wentz's throw on target. This is McLaurin. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Henry. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now Wentz being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they move the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On 1st down, Wentz.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final try now for Wentz.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now fit.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.